This is Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's the Thunderbirds and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Eastern Michigan head coach talked to me pregame. He comes into this game with a very potent passing offense, ranked in the top 10. But today, they face one of their stiffest opponents of the season, a top 10 passing defense. Let's see who wins this strength-on-strength battle. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Thunderbirds offense will take the field first. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Strong, firm tackle. And it's the Thunderbirds in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. Firing deep. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and 4th down is coming up. The Thunderbirds will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he doinked it off the right upright. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Spins away from the defense. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And it's the Thunderbirds who are in the hurry-up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now to guide the attack, it's Noah Kim. He got roughed up in that last loss, sacked 6 times and threw 3 picks. That 53-yard attempt was well within his range, but now this offense will take over at its own 36. Plows through the defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for room. It's James. And they're able to get him down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
The run inside. It's James. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Grabs it in the middle.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running inside, it's James. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Kim. He's got his man, makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Bennett. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-0. I send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. The Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. There's a little room there. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And it's the Thunderbirds with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson gonna throw it. They're working that left side. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Thunderbirds want to move quickly.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the...
Goes high to pull it in. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now the toss. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That gets them back to within 10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Takes the handoff. It's James. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Bennett. Pulls it in, it's Kim. He's loose down the middle. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this, and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Bennett. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Back to pass, it's Kim. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try and put some points on the board.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. From the gun, running back on the move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. It's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Jackson will throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dumps it off in the flats. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Turn is stopped short of the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And all of a sudden, this offense starting to look like the Stanford offenses that David Shaw used to coach, where they had 3 NFL tight ends on the field at the same time and lining guys up. Oh,
maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Might as well give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Back to throw, it's Kim. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
this quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Working on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Rides to back and leaves it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And it's the Thunderbirds send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Blackwell. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Eagles have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's James. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's James. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying the run, it's Blackwell. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The Eagles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail me coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge...
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. First priority is to take care of the ball here. He's going to take off. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. The play-action fake. Here's the pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
The give on the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Motion from the back. To the air, it's Kim. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Eagles! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's glad to have you with us from Warren P. McGurk Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Eastern Michigan Eagles and the UMass Minutemen. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. kickoff, and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Eastern Michigan's offense as they take control of the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Hauls it in.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's James. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those 3rd down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They'll go to the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bennett.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the 1st option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this 1st punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. So UMass's offense gets to come out for its 1st possession of the game. And here comes William Watson. Hit the portal and came over from Virginia Tech. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Picks up the first down. He's loose on the right. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UMass!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be real.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces. And the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things.
Snags it, and he's open.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Kim. Got the big tight end on the corner route. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Some misdirection with the counter. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Kim. Zings it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Stopped after making the catch. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. D's showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll try to pop the draw. There's a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick release on the RPO. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UMass.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab. It's Kim. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
At the 37. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Eagles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. The running back has it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Kim. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do. Now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Harden. UMass quickly back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Griffin. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. UMass with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last completion. Johnson wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Griffin. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut, and now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 8 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Horned Frogs in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path? Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside McGurk Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And Holly's down working the sidelines. What's the latest on his status?
Catching up with Coach Harris Simiak at the half. He will not return after an injury. He said the backup is going to have to rally here and hopes they can get off to a good start to start this second half. Keep you posted on how things are going down on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged in the middle. It's Harden. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. UMass quickly back to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Got a little grass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Going with the ground game left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. UMass with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Minutemen! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Gain of 17 on the play.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Bennett. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to pass it. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch.
There he goes. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
A little midweek action to keep you going. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Past the 50, the 40, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Minuteman! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for... And stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Using his legs, it's James. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. get a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. They feed him again. There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Bennett. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Finding some room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Well, some might think this head coach